Hi everybody, it's the Pineal Cyst Chick with a big update, lots of great things. I can't wait to tell you all about it. If you're interested in hearing how awesome I'm doing, just stay tuned. Okay folks, so if you haven't noticed from my holiday decor, it is almost Thanksgiving and I feel like it's a great time to talk about how grateful I am about how great I'm feeling. So this is my update video, approximately 7.5 months post-op. I was supposed to have an MRI and follow-up visit at the 6-month mark, but a hurricane came up through South Carolina exactly the day I was supposed to be seen. So I did not have that follow-up visit with Dr. Patel in South Carolina, nor did I get my MRI done. I'm still hoping that I can get an MRI done before the end of the year. So at this point, I am just counting on the fact that my surgery was a huge success based on how I feel and how I am doing. So I appreciate you, so many of you that reached out. You know, it's really interesting to me the number of people that have been finding me, joining the channel, and asking questions, because it's just a testament to the fact that there are people with legit problems because of these cysts, and we all need to work together to try to get this diagnosis and get more education so that we can all get better. So I'm pulling for all of you out there that have reached out and have asked your questions, and I'm just here offering my encouragement and want to tell you that you are not alone and to keep going until you can get the care that you need. Anyway, so after my 5-week update, I think it was about the time that I was just starting to drive again. And so I took about 2 months once I was able to drive, and I started Instacart shopping. It was something I'd done a long time ago, and I did it to sort of start preparing myself to returning back to a real job, trying to get accustomed to being active, driving. It was good for my vision to work on looking at the signs in the store. And I thought it was also good for my brain to like be memorizing where stuff was in the store. So I kind of treated that as my little independent rehabilitation program. And I feel that it benefited me a lot because when I resumed going back to work in September, I'm a physical therapist assistant. I have been for 16 years. And when I went back to work, I felt that my endurance, certainly, and my strength was benefited from the fact that I had been really active, trying to get geared up to get my life back on track. So I have been back at work. In the beginning, it was tough. We just recently stopped having to wear a mask all the time. And when I first started working again, I have glasses and mask, and post brain surgery, there's times where I just wanted nothing touching my head or my face, not because it hurt, but it just was like kind of annoying. And so that was one like sort of challenge going back to work. Um, I will tell you a little bit about how my eyes are doing. I've been through several pairs of glasses. 4 months before brain surgery, I got my first pair of glasses that had a prism to treat the doubling. And immediately before surgery, I had my eyes examined again because the glasses were no longer working for me. And my doubling had worsened in just 3 months. After my brain surgery, about 3 months post-op, my doubling had decreased, and now it has pretty well stabilized for about the last 5 months or so in terms of the doubling. So I am actually having a consultation in the coming weeks with an eye surgeon. And this is just a consult because I'm not in any hurry to have eye surgery, but there is a procedure that they use basically to treat strabismus, or otherwise known as like a lazy eye. And what happened is that the cyst applied pressure to the nerve that transmits the message to the eye muscle that keeps this eye in alignment. and it's been weakened, and my eye doctor doesn't seem to think that I'll see a lot more improvement in regards to that, and kind of scoffed at the idea of vision therapy. So that's kind of controversial, I guess. Some people believe it does good. My eye doctor, meh, he didn't seem to impress and said they'll take a lot of your money with minimal chance it's going to do much. So I'm just having a consultation to look into whatever options I have, because right now, one of the pairs of glasses that I did try were progressive lenses that had a prism in them, and they were horrible because there was just too much going on inside of one lens. And so I couldn't see well far away or close up. And the solution that I have right now, these do have a 5 base out prism in each eye. And it also is for like from here, from like an arm's length distance and away, distance wise. But for reading up close and stuff like that, the solution is a whole nother pair of glasses. And that's not very practical on, off, because in real life, there's so much that is in between. So I'm looking to find some way, hopefully, that there'll be a resolution for the double vision. I am thankful and grateful for the ability to just be able to see and have my normal life back. So I don't discount that one tiny bit. But if there is a surgery that can be done in less than an hour that can make this whole thing better, I'm willing to look into it. I'm talking quickly because I don't want this video to be too long. I am going to do another one sooner than later because there's so many questions that you guys have for me, and I want to make sure that I don't leave you hanging. Some of the symptoms that I had before that are gone, resolved, or getting better. The tingling and numbness in the hands and the fingers is essentially gone. Occasionally I'll have trouble. I didn't have a ton of headaches or severe headaches before. Now I can pretty well predict the weather. So if there's a really rainy, stormy day, I can kind of feel like I have a sinus headache, but nothing that I can't manage with over-the-counter medications. So that's been really great. I am still taking medication for the ADHD-like symptoms, and I don't know if I needed that in the beginning or not. I don't know, but I found that it's still helpful, and so I still take it. Way back when, my sleep had considerably improved almost immediately, and that is still true. I'm sleeping great. None of that 3-hour stints and waking up and then not like being able to sleep at all. So sleep is much better. I guess one of the only negative things that I can talk about post-op is being a little bit overstimulated in certain situations. I noticed it immediately after surgery when I started going on like little outings. If it's too busy, too noisy, too like much activity, if it's crowded, I get kind of like, oh, I gotta get out of here. I'm like so uncomfortable. I gotta get out of here type of a feeling. And I don't know if part of that is like from the whole process of me being out of like not working and all those months, like then the pandemic and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if some of it is dealing with that. It's not unbearable, but it is something I've noticed about myself and how I tolerate certain situations compared to how I used to. And I think I will be wanting to do one big question that I did want to address about insurance. In order to get I did have my insurance approved for my surgery. However, the first time they processed it, it was out of network, and per my insurance, that Dr. Patel was out of network. However, someone in one of the support groups told me, have them process it again and ask them to run it as in network, and they were able to do that. And that's something that I guess had to be negotiated between the insurance company and MUSC, the Medical University of South Carolina. But the good news is it took my deductible down from like $8,000 down to just like $3,000. And part of that I had already met prior to my surgery. So it saved me like $5,000 just by asking them to run it again. So if MUSC is out of network for you, do not just discount the possibility that they can help you, because you may be able to, like myself, ask them to process it again in network, and there are exceptions, and they may be able to help you. So I will be doing a frequently asked questions video here in the coming weeks. And I really appreciate it if you guys could post your questions, or topics or things that you want me to discuss. And then I also want to catch you up a little bit on the progress with the nonprofit organization. So thank you again for all of your support. I feel great. I'm feeling confident about my recovery. I'm feeling much better, so much more like myself. And I just hope you guys are doing great. Keep getting better. Keep finding answers. And don't be a stranger. You can also reach me on my other not my social media, but you can email me at least, or message here in the video. Thanks again. I hope y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. And I'll talk to you soon. That's it for now from the Pineal Cyst Chick. Bye.